Louse. A louse is a parasitic insect that lives on the hair or feathers of animals, including humans. There are three main types of lice that infest humans: head lice, body lice, and pubic lice. Head lice are the most common type and are found on the scalp and hair, while body lice live in clothing and bedding and feed on the skin. Pubic lice, also known as crabs, live in the pubic hair and can also be found in other coarse body hair, such as the eyebrows or armpits. Lice are transmitted through direct contact with an infested person or object. Infestations can cause itching, irritation, and sometimes infection. Treatment usually involves the use of special shampoos or lotions that kill the lice and their eggs, as well as thorough cleaning of clothing, bedding, and other personal items. Here are some facts about the life cycle of lice. Number 1. Lice go through 3 stages in their life cycle: egg, also called a nit, nymph, and adult. Number 2. Female lice lay their eggs close to the scalp or skin and use a glue-like substance to attach them to hair shafts or clothing fibers. Number 3. Nits hatch into nymphs within about 7 to 10 days, depending on the species of louse. Number 4. Nymphs look like adult lice, but are smaller and lighter in color. They go through several molts before reaching adulthood. Number 5. Adult lice are about the size of a sesame seed and are grayish white or tan in color. Number 6. Lice need to feed on blood to survive, and they usually do so several times a day. Number 7. The entire life cycle of a louse, from egg to adult, can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, depending on environmental conditions. Number 8. Lice can survive off a human host for up to 48 hours, which means they can be transmitted through contact with infested clothing, bedding, or personal items. Number 9. Head lice are most commonly found in children between the ages of 3 and 11, while body lice tend to affect people living in crowded or unsanitary conditions. Number 10. Lice infestations can be treated with over-the-counter or prescription medications, but it's important to follow the instructions carefully and to thoroughly clean all clothing and bedding to prevent reinfestation. Lice face several biological challenges that make them particularly adapted to living as parasites on humans and other animals. Here are some examples. Number 1. Lice are adapted to cling tightly to hair and feathers, making them difficult to dislodge. Their claw-like legs are perfectly designed for grasping onto their hosts, and they can quickly move through hair to avoid being caught or crushed. Number 2. Lice have evolved to feed exclusively on blood, which is a challenging diet because blood is low in certain essential nutrients. To compensate, lice have evolved specialized digestive systems that allow them to extract as many nutrients as possible from their blood meals. Number 3. Lice have a high reproductive rate, with females laying dozens or even hundreds of eggs during their lifetime. This allows infestations to quickly spiral out of control if left untreated. Number 4. Lice have also evolved resistance to many commonly used insecticides, which can make them difficult to eliminate. This is due in part to the fact that lice populations can evolve rapidly in response to changing environmental conditions. Number 5. Finally, lice face the challenge of surviving off their host, as they are adapted to living in close proximity to the skin and hair. Lice need to find a new host quickly or risk starvation, which is why they are often transmitted through direct contact with infested individuals or shared items like clothing and bedding.